President Donald Trump on Friday called on Kyiv and Moscow to stop where they are and end their brutal war following a lengthy White House meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. According to Associated Press, Trump's frustration with the conflict has surfaced repeatedly in the 9 months since he returned to office, but with his latest comments he appeared to be edging back in the direction of pressing Ukraine to give up on retaking land it has lost to Russia. After arriving in Florida, where he's spending the weekend, Trump urged both sides to stop the war immediately and implied that Moscow keep territory it's taken from Kiev. "You go by the battle line wherever it is, otherwise it's too complicated," Trump told reporters. "Enough blood has been shed, with property lines being defined by war and guts," Trump said in a Truth Social post not long after hosting Zelensky and his team for more than 2 hours of talks. "They should stop where they are. Let both claim victory, let history decide."
I met with President Zelensky, as you know, today, and we had a very good meeting, very cordial meeting. In my opinion, they should stop the war immediately. You go by the battle line wherever it is, otherwise it's too complicated. You'll never be able to figure it out. You stop at the battle line, and both sides should go home, go to their families, stop the killing, and that should be it. Stop right now at the battle line. I told that to President Zelensky. I told it to President Putin. Thank you very much, everybody.
We trust United States. We trust President that he wants to finish this war, and it's difficult. It's very tough solution. It's understandable why, and for us it's essential, our land and our country, because it's a part of our independence, not just it's just meters or this is very important. It's about our sovereignty. So we think that it was also difficult to manage the situation in the Middle East, and if President was successful in it, I hope that he will manage this situation. Of course, the question of territory is a very sensitive question, very sensitive, and the most difficult really question. My position, I know that Russians has another position. They want to, they really want to occupy everything. But now they want, before any kind of ceasefire, make a deal about land, about our territories, and etc. Our position is that, look, first we need ceasefire, so we need to sit and speak and to understand where we are. And I think this is the most important first step. That is where I think that President understands that the most difficult questions will be in any kind of negotiations, in any format of negotiation, will be the territory of, it's a pity, but the territory of Ukraine. Then we spoke about also about long range, of course, and I want not to make statements about it. We decided that we don't speak about it because nobody wants, this United States doesn't want escalation and etc. So this we will be out of the questions about it, out of the answers, sorry, about it. And also we spoke about Budapest. President shared with me their dialogue with Russian side. So we understand for us all the signals from Russians. They are not new, but we count on President, on his pressure on Putin to stop this war. I think that Russians are afraid about tomahawks, really afraid, because it's a strong weapon, and they know what we have, what kind of weapon we have, our production, and they understand that combination with tomahawks, because we speak about it. We don't speak about tomahawks like tomahawks. We need combination, and that's why they're afraid of this combination. They understand what we can do. I think we have to stop where we are, and he is right. The President is right, and we have to stop where we are. This is important, to stop where we are, and then to speak. I'm open, as I said, to bilateral, to trilateral, and I don't know if we have some other formats. I'm open for any kind of formats which can bring us closer to peace.
Yeah. On Putin, is it your belief, as Mr. Zelensky said yesterday, that the threat of tomahawks and costs, as Secretary Hicks put it, is that bringing him to the table, the fact that it's kind of a carrot and...
I don't know what's bringing him to it. I think he wants to make a deal, that's all. I can't tell you what's bringing him. Sure, that's the threat of that is good, but the threat of that is always there. Tomahawks are very dangerous weapons. They're incredible weapons. If you like warfare, it's one of the most accurate. You know, we hit 30 Tomahawks in Iran after the B-2s did their damage. We sort of gave it a little capper with 30 Tomahawks from a submarine, quite far away actually, but they're an amazing weapon. They're a very powerful weapon, but they're a very dangerous weapon, and it could mean big, escalation. It could mean a lot of bad things can happen. Tomahawks are a big deal, but one thing I have to say, we want tomahawks also. We don't want to be giving away things that we need to protect our country. We have a very strong country right now. We have a strong military. We have the greatest military in the world. We have the greatest weapons in the world. I want to get this war over. Okay? Look, my only statement is we have to get together. It's a very small group of people. It's the president, and the president, okay? 3 presidents, and I'm the mediator president, and I'm mediating not an easy situation. It should be easy, but it's a lot easier when people understand each other, when they get together, and when they like each other. We don't necessarily have that situation as far as like is concerned. Maybe it can turn around, maybe it can, but in the meantime, we'll have them keep a little bit of distance, and we're going to see if we can get it done. This is number 9, okay? This will be number 9 for me. I've solved 8, including the Middle East. I've solved 8. This, I thought, would have been among the easiest. We solved, President Putin mentioned yesterday Armenia, all of the different wars. He said it was amazing because but the big one that he was surprised that we were able to settle was the Middle East. He thought it was incredible. He was very generous in that sense. This should be something we're able to settle, and I think we will be able to settle. Yeah, every time I do one, they forget about that one. I solved 8 wars. Go to Rwanda and the Congo, talk about India and Pakistan, look at Thailand, look at all of the wars that we solved. And every time I solve one, they say, if you solve the next one, you're going to get the Nobel Prize. I didn't get a Nobel Prize. Somebody got it who's a very nice woman, very nice. I don't know who she is, but she was very generous. So I don't care about all that stuff. I just care about saving lives. But this will be number 9. But every time I solve one, they said, sir, if you solve one more, you're going to be known as a peacekeeper. So to the best of my knowledge, we've never had a president that solved one war. Not one war. Bush started a war. A lot of them start wars, but they don't solve the wars. They don't settle them. And especially when they have nothing to do with us. This is pretty much the last one, although I do understand that Pakistan attacked, or there is an attack going on with Afghanistan. That's an easy one for me to solve if I have to solve it. In the meantime, I have to run the USA, but I love solving wars. You know why? I like stopping people from being killed. And I've saved millions and millions of lives. And I think we're going to have success with this war.
Mr. President,